14th of August 2020, Friday 14th. Yes, it's Friday in Europe, 3 minutes past midnight, but anyway, so good evening or very good morning from Europe. Good afternoon, wherever you are, guys. Piotr here is Light Forex Global YouTube channel, and this is the post-US cash close ahead of the Tokyo Open Market update. What significant happened that update is needed? That's what we are going to talk within the next few minutes. Before we start, risk warning, guys. Please bear in mind, trading on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for investors who can sustain a loss of some or all your initial investments. So please do not invest the money you can afford to lose. A few very important things happen, and especially we are going to discuss Nasdaq. We are going to discuss Nasdaq because both sides, in my opinion, get plenty of chance. Don't forget, guys, end of the week is coming. End of the week is coming. So tomorrow, late afternoon, post Europe close, the big guys are going to try to settle the market their way. All right? They are going to try to draw weekly charts. We are going to discuss that in a second. So what happened that update is needed? All right, everything was fine or almost fine based on our latest update, and that's what we are going to start with, right? If you remember, we were trying to make this Da Vinci Code decoding, right? We were trying to explain Da Vinci Code. So anyway, market was doing well, but we quite didn't hit the levels I've been expecting, either just shy below 11,300 or above this high visible here, hitting the stops, right? Suddenly market turned over. What the heck was the reason? In my opinion, we have two very important reasons why market did the turn around, or even three, right? Let's start with the one based on the chart. Now, we discovered this equal moves to the downside, as well as yesterday moved to the upside. So based on the pullback, we did expect the market may want to try to hit some stops, right? Well, was very close, but we quite didn't get there. Instead, we did this type of the move equal in size, right? Now, okay, that sounds, well, reasonable. Now, what kind of the pullback we got here, right? We got the pullback equal in size of this rally, right? When we were falling, we were looking for size of the correction. When we are rising, we are looking for a size of the correction, right? So what happened? We did equal size, equal, right? What happened? We took out the stops under the New York cash open, but we stopped right at the weekly open, and we test this demand from where we went higher, right? So now all eyes here on what is going to happen. We got back towards the end of the session above cash open. That's quite significant development. All right, why I do expect there is going to be huge fight tomorrow, and I already have my plan in place when it comes to the intraday day trading. Okay, cool. Now, if that was the moves to the upside as the correction during the market way to the downside, right? So the same size we have when it comes to the market going to the upside. So the same size, right, we are going to have to the downside. Now, I do expect, because of the negative sentiment, that maybe Asia is going to retest this low, right? Now, why the sentiment turned negative? Besides the chart, two main reasons, right? First thing first, horrible 30-year bond auction, all right? It was much higher yield, 1.406, all right, so above 1.4. That's the first reason. And based on this auction, also dollar, we saw stronger dollar, right? Now, the second thing, market decided to go higher is the thing that there is no agreement between Republicans and Democrats, right? No deal at all. And the thing is that the US Senate is now off until the September, so we have no deal. So two very important reasons, right? Higher yields, and that's what we discussed, that you should have somewhere in the background the yields, you should observe that, right? Plus the huge uncertainty when it comes to the next relief package. Okay, so that's the thing related to the negative sentiment, right? But why, with all those negativities, why market was not able to close below the weekly open? Well, because tomorrow, now guys, listen carefully, tomorrow we have Fed permanent market operation, and we have 14 billion 14 billion in POMO. So what's my plan? Well, I have two trading plans in place. I don't know if we are going to trade out these plans, right? But I'm going to look only for those setups. So what I'm looking for during the Tokyo, maybe early European session, is to stop count, attempt to go lower. I'm looking for market to take out today's low and maybe today's Tokyo low, right? To go where? This latest weakness over here, right? Maybe even a little bit lower. So I'm looking for late Tokyo, beginning of the Europe 1-to-1, right? Lower. Then getting closer to the US Open, we have retail sales. The expectations are a little bit higher, plus Fed POMO 14 billion. I do expect first part of the trading session that we might take out today high. Based on all those equal moves, we might see higher levels. If we are going to do what we are discussing right here, right now, I'm going to try to trade the longs around US cash open, or maybe ahead of the US cash open, if that's gonna be what we are discussing. And then, or even without the retest of that levels, even if I'm not gonna be long, if we are going to take out this high, if we are going to retest the levels we discussed earlier today, I'm going to look for a selling opportunity. So I do have particular level zones where I want to trade intraday long as well as intraday short. All right, guys. So hopefully that's perfectly clear for you. Many important things has happened during the New York session today, right? So overall we discussed all of them, so be careful, watch yields, watch overall market sentiment, and wait for this POMO rally. Either try to participate in that rally if we are going to see retest of the levels zones we discussed, or wait for that POMO rally to fade during the second part of the US session. I'm going to get back to you with an update tomorrow, guys. Actually today, no worries. Either during the European session or around the US cash open. It was my pleasure to make this post-US cash close ahead of the Tokyo Open Market update. Don't be trapped, and see you around, guys. Take care and good night.